What's up guys, Jonah here, and welcome back to IMO, your one-stop shop for the correct opinions on the biggest storylines in sports. Let's get it. First up this week, in fact our lone subject this week, is Patrick Mahomes, the increasingly legendary QB who guided the Kansas City Chiefs to their second Super Bowl title in the last 4 years with a thrilling victory over the Philadelphia Eagles. Still hampered by a high ankle sprain, Mahomes gutted his way through a brilliant performance in Super Bowl 57, throwing 3 touchdowns while completing nearly 78% of his pass attempts and adding another 44 rushing yards to overcome a 10-point halftime deficit and propel his team to a 38-35 victory. For his efforts, he was named Super Bowl MVP, receiving the honor for a second time and adding yet another major accolade to his unprecedented resume. I don't use that word lightly, unprecedented, but in Mahomes' case, it's warranted. In fact, even though he's only 6 years into his career, it's fair to say that Mahomes is building a case for greatest of all time status. Now before you chime in about Tom Brady and his 7 rings, I know, I'm not trying to discredit the guy, especially not while the ink on his retirement papers is still wet. Rather, this is a sober acknowledgement that we've never seen any quarterback as dominant and accomplished as Mahomes is through the same point in their careers. And if Mahomes manages to stay healthy and continues performing at even close to his current level into his mid to late 30s, he's got a real chance to supplant Brady as football's GOAT. Now does that mean I'm projecting Mahomes to win 5 more Super Bowls? No, I don't think we're ever going to see a quarterback win 7 rings again. And if you're one of those fans who believes championships won is the single most important element of a player's GOAT case, then Brady's status is already cemented in perpetuity. But for those willing to assess GOAT worthiness through a broader lens and don't see 7 rings as a prerequisite for consideration, Mahomes is genuinely on his way to threatening Brady, because his resume through his age 27 season is simply unrivaled. For starters, Mahomes is the first player in NFL history with multiple MVP awards and multiple Super Bowl MVP awards before turning 28. But that feat isn't just a football anomaly. Throughout the history of the Big 4 North American pro sports, the only other players with multiple league MVP awards and finals MVP awards before turning 28 are Wayne Gretzky, Bobby Orr, Mario Lemieux, and Tim Duncan. And that exclusive company, which includes hockey's GOAT, speaks to the historic level of dominance Mahomes has enjoyed so far, both in the regular season and the postseason. Let's start with the regular season success, which is simply staggering. On top of the 2 MVP awards, Mahomes has also earned an Offensive Player of the Year award, plus 5 Pro Bowl nominations in 5 seasons as Kansas City's starting QB, all while taking a flamethrower to football's record books. Thanks to his enviable combination of arm strength, efficiency, and playmaking ability, Mahomes is the fastest quarterback in NFL history to reach 10,000 career passing yards, and 15,000 career passing yards, and 20,000 career passing yards, and 100 career passing touchdowns. In fact, the only quarterback with more passing touchdowns than Mahomes through his age 27 season is Dan Marino, who threw just 4 more TDs despite playing 7 more games than Mahomes. Meanwhile, Marino also threw more than twice as many interceptions as Mahomes, who happens to boast the second best interception rate in NFL history. And no quarterback, it should be noted, has a higher career QB rating than Mahomes, whose lifetime regular season mark of 105.7 trumps that of Brady, Marino, Peyton Manning, Drew Brees, you name it. Somehow, though, he's been even better in the playoffs. In 14 career postseason games, Mahomes has put up an eye-popping QB rating of 107.4. He also owns the NFL record for combined passing and rushing touchdowns in a single postseason, setting the new benchmark in 2019 and then doing it again in 2021. And while credit is also due to the likes of Andy Reid and Travis Kelce, it's largely because of Mahomes' brilliance that Kansas City is in the middle of one of the most dominant stretches by a franchise in NFL history. Since Mahomes took over as a starter in 2018, the Chiefs have gone 75-21, earning 3 conference championships and a pair of Super Bowl titles, while joining the 03-07 Patriots as the only teams with 75-plus wins in a 5-year span. Even when the Chiefs shouldn't win, Mahomes finds a way to will them to victory. For his career, Mahomes is 14-10 in games where his team trailed by double digits, like they did on Sunday against the Eagles. No other quarterback since 1950 has even a 500 record in games where his team trailed by 10 or more. Simply put, football has never seen this level of individual excellence and team success from a quarterback this young. And it's Mahomes' comprehensive greatness that has put him in position to one day dethrone Brady. At the same juncture in his career, of course, Brady had 3 Super Bowl rings to Mahomes' 2, but he wasn't the transcendent talent Mahomes is. He didn't win his first MVP award until he was 30. And while it's far from guaranteed that Mahomes will be able to age with the unique grace that Brady did, or even approximate his longevity, his broader complement of skills has led to arguably a better peak than Brady ever enjoyed. After all, Brady never won 2 MVPs and 2 Super Bowls in a 5-year span, nor did Brady ever lead the NFL in passing yards and win a Super Bowl in the same season, which Mahomes just did. It may seem unthinkable that Mahomes could ever match Brady in terms of Super Bowl rings, or all-time passing yards, or all-time passing touchdowns, given that the guy played for 23 seasons, but Mahomes' resume to date is already unthinkable. He has shattered and redefined the standard of excellence for young quarterbacks. And given how much he's already accomplished, his age, and his unprecedented ability, it's not impossible for him to put together a career that one day has people calling him the GOAT. Alright, that's it for today, guys. Thanks so much for watching. If you have takes about our takes, let us know in the comments. And don't forget to smash that subscribe button. As always, we appreciate you. We'll see you next time.